Paul Anka, once the golden boy of American pop music, is now 84 years old. And the way he lives today is a far, quiet cry from the dazzling spotlight he once commanded. In the late 1950s and early 60s, Anka was a household name, a teen heartthrob, whose smooth voice and charismatic stage presence launched timeless hits like Diana, Put Your Head on My Shoulder, and Lonely Boy. He wasn't just a singer, he was a songwriter, performer, and cultural icon, penning Frank Sinatra's My Way and even Tom Jones's She's a Lady. Anka was everywhere, on stage, on television, and in magazines. His career spanned over 6 decades, and his music helped define the soundtrack of a generation. But time, as always, tells a different story. Today, Paul Anka lives a far more reclusive and subdued life, and many of his longtime fans are heartbroken to learn how his golden years have quietly faded into something profoundly melancholic. Once used to sold-out tours and glitzy Vegas performances, Anka now rarely performs. Though he still tries to keep up occasional public appearances, his health and energy no longer match the youthful dynamism that once made crowds scream. Sources close to the family report that Anka has been struggling with the natural effects of aging. His once smooth vocals are not what they used to be, and he's had to cancel shows over the past few years due to exhaustion and other private health concerns. The silence that now surrounds him feels almost unnatural for someone whose life was once so loud and full of adoration. What's worse, Anka has reportedly become increasingly isolated in recent years, especially following the passing of several close friends and industry peers, fellow icons from the golden era, who once lit up the stage with him, but are now either gone or too frail to keep up the camaraderie they once shared. Adding to the sadness is the reflection of a life filled with personal struggles behind the fame-failed marriages, legal battles over finances and custody, and estranged relationships that weighed heavily on him in his later years. Despite being a doting father to 6 children, reports suggest that not all of those relationships remained intact through the years. At 84, Anka often spends his days quietly, far removed from the recording studios and bustling stages that once defined his life. The man who once wrote songs that made millions fall in love now faces the haunting stillness that sometimes comes with outliving your era. But in all this sadness, there's also respect. Paul Anka's influence on music is undeniable. His contributions shaped modern pop and helped launch countless careers. Though the spotlight may have dimmed and the cheers faded, his legacy remains. For those who remember the magic of his voice and the charm of his youth, Paul Anka will forever be a symbol of an age when music was pure, emotional, and unforgettable.